Hello students, welcome back to our channel CNN Institute. This is Mr. Charyanan, your faculty for IELTS. Now I am going to explain about do you agree disagree type of essay. Please look at the question now on the screen. Take a few seconds please and study the question and understand it. Okay, if necessary, pause the video and study the question again. Now listen to me while looking at the question. Writing task 2, you should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Okay, please try to finish the essay in 35 minutes and use 5 minutes for proofreading to correct any errors. Write about the following topic. This is a common instruction for any essay. In the future, this is the main question. Look at the question. In the future, nobody will buy printed newspapers or books because they will be able to read everything they want online without paying. This is the main question. Okay. Study the question 2-3 times and understand it. This is also one of the ways to generate ideas. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? This is first type of question in our list. Okay, the question is about printed newspapers or books and online material. Okay. Look at the question again. In the future, nobody will buy printed newspapers or books because they will be able to read everything they want online without paying. Okay, this is the question. Now, look at our explanation with the fixed templates. Okay, look at the first paragraph, which is the introduction. Take a few seconds, please. Okay, listen to me while looking at the first introduction. As this question seeks, I opine that I have to agree with the statement of this question to some extent only for a number of factors which I will explore here. This is a fixed introduction for type 1 and subtype. Okay, you will get 22 words fixed and it will take just a minute to finish this fixed introduction for type 1 and subtype in this category. Okay, I opine that. I opine means I give my opinion. Okay, opine is a verb, opinion is a noun. I opine, I think, I believe. You can use any of these phrases. Okay, here, as this question seeks, I opine that I have to agree with the statement of this question to some extent only. That means I do not agree with this statement completely. I agree to some extent only means I disagree to some extent, so that you can use this fixed introduction for type 1 for any question in this category. And remember, indirectly you are disagreeing to some extent. So if you disagree also, you use this fixed introduction. Now look at the second paragraph, which forms the part of the body of the essay. Take a few seconds and study it. You may pause the video and study it. Okay, now listen to me while looking at the paragraph. On the one hand, comma. See, remember, on one hand is also correct. On the one hand is also correct in modern English. On the one hand, it is a truth that this is a fixed template. Then you use your knowledge and experience to write the paragraph. You have to write 80 to 100 words. Better to write 90 to 100 words in this second paragraph in the body of the essay. On the one hand, it is a truth that digital newspapers or books are already superseding printed ones. Superseding means replacing. Printed ones, ONES, remember. Printed ones means here printed things. That means printed books or newspapers. And these digital materials are also gaining an immense popularity. That means a huge popularity. The first possible reason behind this trend is that, remember, this is a fixed template. The first possible reason behind this trend is that this is a fixed template. Whenever you want to give a reason, you can use this as a second one or third one. Like, for example, the second possible reason behind this trend is that, okay? The first possible reason behind this trend is that these e-materials will be easily accessible. Because the question is mainly about future, so we are addressing in the future. Will be easily accessible because of the popularity of the internet, smartphones and laptops. Secondly, it will be very comfortable for young people and adults to read electronic newspapers or books on the screen according to number of surveys that have been conducted in many countries in the recent past. And finally, in newspapers or books will be more environmentally friendly. That means that e-books or newspapers do not harm the environment. This is the second paragraph. Now move to the third paragraph. Take 5 or 6 seconds and study the question, or you may pause the video and study the question again and study the third paragraph again and again and understand it. You have to write 90 to 100 words in the third paragraph also. Now look at the third paragraph, please. Okay, listen to me while looking at the third paragraph. On the other hand, it is also a fact that this is also a fixed template. On the other hand, it is also a fact that then you use your knowledge or experience, write the paragraph. On the other hand, it is also a fact that unlike digital newspapers or books, printed ones do not strain the eyes of the readers as per the latest research in the United States of America. Now we are writing opposite to e-materials. Now we are explaining positively about printed ones. Please remember, use the before the name of the US. For example, the United States of America, the US, but America. Don't use the before America, only one word. For example, my friend lives in America. Okay, or my friend lives in the US. Further, we are adding some more information. Further, leading educationalists claim that, you can use this phrase also wherever it is necessary. Further, leading educationalists claim that readers will be more likely to remember better when they read the printed newspapers or books. Okay, this is the advantage of or plus point of printed ones. Furthermore, e-newspapers or books will not really be free because the websites will charge hefty sums of amount after the initial free trial. Okay, so e-newspapers or books are not really free, they will charge later. Okay, here hefty sums, or you can write huge sums of amount or huge sums of amount. Moreover, we are adding some more information, moreover, related information. Moreover, digital newspapers or books will not be completely environmentally friendly because or as they need a lot of electricity. Okay, so you have to write like this with your knowledge or experience or both. Okay, now let's move to the last paragraph, which is the conclusion. At international level, the first paragraph is the introduction and the last paragraph is the conclusion. In between, you find paragraphs as body of the essay. Remember, don't use any color pens or inks. Actually, if you prefer to paper delivered IELTS test, use pencil, write in pencil because you can erase and write. Use quality pencils, erasers and sharpeners. Okay, prefer pencil to pen. Okay, if you prefer computer delivered test, you don't have any problem. Okay, now look at the last paragraph. Take a few seconds to study the last paragraph, that is the conclusion. Okay, listen to me while looking at the last paragraph. To outline with a possible inference, it is obvious that the previously mentioned arguments have vindicated my stance completely without any ambiguity. It means that the printed newspapers or books will not disappear in the near future. Okay, this is the last paragraph. Okay, except the last sentence. The first sentence in the conclusion is fixed. The fixed part I am reading aloud again. To outline with a possible inference, it is obvious that the previously mentioned arguments have vindicated, justified my stand completely without any ambiguity, any confusion. This is the fixed conclusion for type 1 and subtype in this category. The next sentence, it means that the printed newspapers or books will not disappear in the near future. That you can infer from the question. If you study the question again and again, you can infer the last sentence like this. Suppose you are able to write the last sentence, write it. Otherwise, just write up to ambiguity. That is fixed conclusion for type 1. Do you agree, disagree type of essay? Okay, students, this is all about the agree, disagree type of essay. Study it again and again. Practice many times so that you will be able to do any question in this type. That is, do you agree or disagree? For subcategory of this, please look at the list of essays which I provided in the previous video. Thank you. Bye for now, and I'll be back as soon as possible. Thank you.